This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by And the Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys.
That's like when Cortez landed in Veracruz with 600 dudes trying to take the Aztec Empire. You know what he said? He said, burn the boats. He said, we're going back on their boats. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the mindset that stuck with me pretty much since I've heard that story.
No, I don't know what you're saying. What a difference, though, a year makes for Gardner Minshew. This time a year ago, he was the Jags starting quarterback. He was getting a chance to lead this Jacksonville football team going forward. But that story had a bunch of not-so-good chapters for Minshew. Hi, everybody. Time for First and 10. It's our daily look into football in the area. On one hand, Gardner Minshew, 37 career touchdown passes, just 11 picks. On the other hand, he only won one game last year and kind of regressed, right? Enter the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. So it doesn't matter. Most thought exit Minshew. However, that has not been the case. There were no Pats Day for the Jags. We have a big weekend ahead, but still some good work in the hot Florida sun. In just 8 days, the Cleveland Browns come to town. Urban has laid down the law, and he wants to see the guys putting in the work now so it pays off later.
When the season starts, you never have pads but once a week, and you only have 11 of those. Because after the 11th week, you can only have 3 the rest of the year. So that's all you can have. So you have to learn how to practice like we did today with just spiders on and not slow down.
You know, still acclimating myself to it. I think everybody is just trying to get a gel and chemistry and just learning the system. So, like I said, collectively we're getting better, and, you know, I'm just glad to be here.
Got some Friday news and notes from the Jags camp where not everyone was on the football field today. DJ Chark, slight injury. Marvin Jones, personal day. Tim Tebow, illness. Defense ruled the day, and that may be a good thing because most feel the offense will be ahead of the D at the beginning of the season. And this afternoon we learned Jaguars' second-year cornerback C.J. Henderson has been activated off the COVID list. Now, look, we know it's just his second season. He's only been a rookie. But there is a lot of smoke around the former number 9 pick overall. Listen, he needs to get back on the football field tomorrow for his sake, for the team's sake, for everybody's sake. Another storyline developing at camp, second-round pick Walker Little, who seems to be having a tremendous start to his NFL career. So much so the Jags use him both at right and left tackle spots, and some beginning to wonder if Little just may be starting sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've had a good camp, but I mean, there's a ton of stuff I got to work on. That's what's good about being in the NFL now. Every day you kind of learn new things, going against the best players. Any small things can get exposed, but we got a great coaching staff that's helping me along, and some really good veterans that are teaching me a lot.
You haven't played in a couple of years. That's been much talked about.
Yeah.
Is this acclimation to the NFL what you expected?
No, I mean, I think it's about on par. I mean, I've been here for a few months, going through rookie minicamp and then OTAs. Then we reported a little earlier, so I've got a lot of time to kind of get back in the swing of things. Obviously, haven't been full pad, so I'm getting back into it. But I mean, I was so anxious, and I knew I was going to be ready for it. I mean, this is a game I've been playing my whole life, and for a lot of it, played at a high level. So there was no intimidation or anything. I just wanted to come out here and kind of get the monkey off my back. I knew a lot of people were waiting kind of to see if I could still play. I knew I was ready. I knew I could still play. I knew, obviously, from the outside looking in, not playing almost 2 years, it was going to be a big red flag, but I knew the type of player I was, and I was very confident about it.
You've been a good player for a long time, and that means you're usually playing. How different is this role pushing somebody else that's an incumbent like Cam and other linemen?
I mean, for me, it doesn't really change much in terms of my focus is on me and trying to be the best player I can be, and ultimately that's going to be the best for this team. I'm not worried about starting or not starting. I know what my role is on this team, and it's to be the best offensive lineman I can be. So I'm just trying to come in each day, focus on my craft, fix something each day, and just try to be the best offensive lineman I can.
You guys get in the stadium on Sunday as for a scrimmage, and then you got a preseason game coming up. Is there an anticipation for a young guy, a new guy to the NFL, to get off this grass and get inside there?
Yeah, I mean, I think there always is. As a young guy or an old guy, you get tired of going against your teammates all the time, and it's good to get some new faces. But even just a scrimmage, it'll be good to get kind of more of a game environment. I mean, for me, I haven't played in a live game in a while, so I'm super excited to get in the stadium. First time kind of playing in the stadium. And then especially anticipating when the Browns come to town. Getting the first preseason game, for me it's going to be like a real game for me, so I'm excited for it.
Hi, Mom! Hey, Mike Norvell readying for year 2 in Tallahassee with really a first season that didn't register. The Noles just 3-6 1 year ago. Games canceled because of COVID. The buzzword in Tallahassee this time around, though, will be improvement. And Norvell and the Noles already doing much better before playing a game. Consider huge inroads in recruiting with a 2022 class shaping up as a top 10 group. A transfer portal full of players that should help immediately, including a quarterback from UCF, right? Mackenzie Milton. So the next step for FSU, find some dubs on the football field. Maybe win one you're not supposed to, like beat Miami or Florida or Notre Dame or, dare we say, Clemson. Take care of the ones that you're favored in, but most importantly, find a way to get to at least 6 wins, get a new bowl streak started. Certainly, those are attainable goals.
Well, you know, just the consistency and how we utilize the fundamentals and techniques. It was something that was big throughout spring ball that I saw. I did see the positive steps. I want to be a relentless football team, and the only way you're going to be a relentless football team is, you got to practice relentless, you got to meet relentless. Everything you have to do has to have that purpose.
All right, some Noles news and notes as FSU hits the ground running tomorrow. Camp open for business with an eye on their opener. That's September the 5th against the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Head coach Norvell saying this is the first time in his entire head coaching career where he brings back every assistant coach who was with him 1 season ago. Gang, that's called continuity, and that is a positive. Also on board, Randy Shannon, former head coach at Miami, did a stint with the Gators. Don't forget UCF, and now donning the garnet and gold. FSU will be a very intriguing football team to watch. Really, do you have any idea if they're going to get to 7 or 8 wins or just hover around 500 or have a losing season? Who knows? Man, oh man, who wants to be Josh Allen? That Josh Allen, not the Jags Josh Allen, although the Jags Josh Allen ain't bad either. But the Bills announced Friday Allen has a new 6-year deal. And check out these numbers. The contract extension, $150 million guaranteed, can be worth up to more than $250 million. And then he'll get another one, by the way. He'll be 28 when this one expires. Now, they had to get it worked out between now and the start of the season. Otherwise, they weren't going to do it during the season. But Josh Allen getting his extension. And, boy, Lamar Jackson is smiling because he's next up, and he can't wait for his big weekend of football coming up with the Jags practicing Saturday, and then the scrimmage inside the stadium on Sunday. We'll be there for all the snaps, and we'll recap it for you on Saturday and Sunday night, twice on Action Sports Jags Primetime, 10:30 on Fox 30, 11:30 on CBS 47. Appreciate you hanging around with us on 1st and 10, and we'll see how the Jags do this weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. And Braden, our director, good luck to you in Michigan. Peace out.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax 1st and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by And the Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys.